Well, I figured I'd take you for a little tour down my IBI barrel with the Borescope, as well as test along Borescopes off Amazon. Real cheap, they work pretty good. And I found a few crazy things in my barrel that I'm not too sure if it's good or bad, and possibly one of them is why I'm getting the extraction issues with some ammo, especially the hot stuff. The chamber, there's kind of a slight little imperfection I found. So let's get to it right now. So here, this is the chamber. Just went into the rifling a little bit. We're gonna back it off, back it on out. That's where the rifling starts, and there's my issue right there. But let's check out the edge of the chamber where the rim of the cartridge rests against. There's a tiny little divot there. Can't really see that doing anything at all, to be honest. And right here is my issue. That is maybe like a thousandth of an inch or maybe a half a thou. There's like a little ring, like a groove around it. So right now we're heading down, checking out the beginning of the lens. Everything looks pretty nice there. Just adjust the brightness a bit. So the issue I found is right here. That little, it seems like there's a little bit of an edge. So maybe the case is expanding into that little tiny groove and getting locked in. There's definitely something there. So now, beginning of the lens, see it's all around the whole chamber. About halfway down the cartridge is that groove. So yeah, I don't know what that's all about. But to me, that would lock a case in. And no carbon ring to speak of. You get to see where it probably was. And then the starting of the lens. Let's go for a quick spin around the inside of the bore. And now moving down, everything looks pretty good throughout the barrel. I don't know if you guys want to watch all this, but everything, it looks pretty damn good till about the last 3 inches of the barrel. The last few inches of the barrel, there's some chatter marks. So kind of take a quick little spin down to the end. Everything looks good till you get to those chatter marks. Maybe I'll speed this up a bit because everything is good. It's a 22-inch barrel, and about 19 inches of that barrel are awesome. Accuracy's still pretty good, but I've never seen chatter marks like this in a barrel at all, ever. And I've seen it now for the first time in my IBI. I should have scoped it before I put it on, like when it was brand new, but this is right after I cleaned it. So it's like a totally clean bore, like from the way I clean it anyways. And then the chatter marks start. Nothing bad to speak of yet. And here, I think we start seeing them. Yeah, here we are. Some nice little chatter marks, like probably from the boring process, I would imagine. But yeah, there they start. And they pretty much continue right to the end of the barrel. Obviously, it's not affecting accuracy that bad, I would say, because it still shoots better than the factory barrel. But there's definitely something there. Looks like they've been polished a bit, but there's definitely some issues going on in that barrel. Not sure if that's the way all the IBIs are. I would assume not, but this is mine, and this is what I'm seeing. Surprised to see that. And we're at the crown now. Crown looks very good. Everything's looking pretty nice and clean. No gouges or nothing. Nice crown on it. But all those chatter marks, like the first couple inches of the barrel. Not sure what's going on here. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys have seen this before. But yeah, see, we're going back here now down the bore and they're starting to go away. But there's still 3 to 4 inches of barrel that's got those chatter marks. And we're back into a nice clean bore again. And come back towards the muzzle and chatter marks again. So that's what we're dealing with. Not too sure what the problem is or if that's a regular occurrence. Let me know if you've seen that in your IBI barrel, and maybe the guys at IBI can actually let me know if that's normal too. But that's my IBI barrel. Thanks for coming down the bore with me, and we'll see you next week. Sorry I haven't had a shooting video this week. I've been busy with home renos and stuff, so trying to get something out for you guys. And I had this old footage I just did it the other day when I was cleaning my barrels. I wanted to take a look down the bore and I'll share what I found. So take care, guys. We'll see you next week.
Never go full retard.